Hello, hello,
Second
hello.
episode. Yes.
What's
um,
our topic for today?
yes. So last time we talked about we shared our journey last episode. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I think we promised that we are gonna help people to, jumpstart their remote work career. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I think the first thing we need to share with them is find their skills, find who they are. Because I see people struggling to find
Hmm.
what kind of
Hmm.
work they're going to, apply to. Like, for example, I shared last time that I'm boxing myself to like a specific skill because I don't know like what is out there for me. So I thought we should start with um, you know, sharing to people how to figure that out, to figure out what your niche is,
Hmm.
your skills are, who you are, so it's easier for you to find what kind of career to look for. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I see that as a problem um, for people who are starting, who wants to start working online. They don't know where to start. They don't know what services to offer, and I think uh, some people believe that they don't have any marketable skills, and
Yeah.
that's not true.
That's
I
not
mean,
true.
if
Yeah.
that's not quite true. If I'm going to give you a virtual smorgasbord of service offerings that you can choose from, I'm 100% sure that you can pick one or two or three services to
Yes.
offer. So
Yes. You just have to figure it out. So why do you think people don't know what their skills are?
I, I think it's like analysis paralysis, like overthinking, and they're not actually doing the work. They're not. They're just thinking, okay, what can I do? What work can I do? What service can I offer? And not really going out there,
Yeah.
and start testing, start working, researching,
Yeah.
looking at what other people are doing and figuring it out if they can do the same thing too,
Yeah.
you know?
I found this great article. It was talking about our competence. So people
Mm-hmm.
have this unconscious competence. So we have that skill, but we just
Mm-hmm.
don't know it. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's automatic to us, like how we organize things, and we don't usually think of it as a skill if we're all already doing it automatically. Like for
Mm-hmm.
example, when I first was looking for work, um, I keep going back to, I just know how to teach. I just know how to be a librarian. But then
Mm-hmm.
when you list down all the skills you need to do that job, it applies to every other job out there. You just have to figure that out.
So they just need to get a pen and paper, write down their, skills, interests, activities, and see what are the things they can do, what are the things they love doing, what are the things that they're
Mhm.
interested in
Yeah,
learning.
yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, you share. Do you have tools to help people out on how to figure that out? Because sometimes you have your pen and paper in front of you, but it's hard, right? It's hard to um, think about what do I write on the paper? What are my skills? What can I do? It's hard for
Hmm.
me before because my focus then was I just want to work online. I just don't know what I can do online. So when you think about that, like what kind of skills? Like what's your tip? Do you have tools you use to guide you on what how to figure out your skills? You have a website
Hmm. Hmm.
to visit, you know.
So in the beginning when I was starting, I did this zone of genius
Mm-hmm.
exercise. So Gay Hendricks identified four zones of function
Mm-hmm.
in his book.
Uh-huh.
It was called the Big Leap. So So the first zone is the zone of incompetence. So these are the things that you're doing that you don't really have a grasp of or you're not skilled at.
Mm-hmm.
And then so the second zone is the zone of competence. So you are efficient at these things, at this task, but you are performing at the average. So you're not really doing it well above the average. And then the third is the zone of excellence. So these are the things that you are tremendously skilled at. So you are operating at a high level of in terms of skills and expertise. So, for example, for me, everything that I do at work is in my zone of excellence. So you're skilled, you're really good at it, you're performing at a high level in all these tasks in the zone of excellence. And then comes your zone of genius. So these are your natural abilities. They're innate rather than learned. And this is where you, when you do this task, you get in the flow. Like it's natural. For me, I can think of teaching and coaching as my zone of genius. So those are the four zone functions. So they can, write down their skills, interests, or any activities that they're interested in those four zones, and pick up something like 1, 2, 3 skills that they can start with, and then just working on them consistently. Like work with as many people as you can, like, and then over time you'll figure it out, like what are the things that you're really good at, the things that you don't like doing and you want to ditch and not do ever. So yeah, just so in the beginning I think it's more like throwing spaghetti on the wall and see what would stick, and then you can improve. You can learn anytime new skills. It's all up to you, and yeah, so that would be my recommendation, like to do that zone of genius exercise and just do the work, like as Marie Forleo said, clarity is from engaging, not thought. So no one can tell you, well, no one will be able to tell you what you're good at, what the things that you're not good at. You'll never know until you do it. So just go there, try.
I use a worksheet too. It's almost the same as what you have said. It deals with competence. It's good to know what you're not good at, because that's where you would find ways to improve. For example, you want to be good at social media marketing. So
Yes.
but you also know that you're not good at it.
Like me, raising my hand.
That you're not good at it. So you would list it down and like, okay, I'm gonna go back to it and I'm gonna improve on that skill. When you know who you are, when you know what your skills are, it's easy to pass an interview, because you kind of apply. It's easy to share like experience, pick out experience from other point in your life, because if you're good at it, no matter where you apply it, it's easy to pinpoint that, hey, I've used this skill, so I can use this skill on this work too.
Yeah, you can bring all your skills, your expertise, previous work experiences, life experiences to help you think about what you can do, what problems can you solve, for a client.
Yes, it doesn't even have to be related in the industry you're trying to get into. Just have to, pinpoint that skill that, hey, I've used this skill before, it's just in a different industry. If you're conscious about that skill, it's easy to like
Mm-hmm.
jump from industry to industry, like, and use that functional skill that you have.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
Like,
need to be confident, like, hey, I don't have experience in this industry, but I have the skill that you're looking for.
yeah,
That's
I'm
what
good
we're
at
saying.
figuring things out.
Yeah,
So,
it's hard to put into
so no
words,
problems.
but yeah, if you figured out what those skills are, it's easy to, like, when you look for work, you like just see the description and then pinpoint, like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, they're looking for a detail oriented person. And if you know, like,
Mm-hmm.
hey,
Mm-hmm.
that's me, I'm an organized person, so I can do this. They're looking
Yeah.
for example, like, someone who knows how to deal with people. If you're a people
Mm-hmm.
person and you think you're good at communicating with people, you can use that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like a
Mm-hmm.
matter of, you don't, if you're conscious of your skills, you don't get scared if it's a new industry, because you can, like, just pick out, like, what skill you can use to apply in that work. So you don't
Mm-hmm.
box yourself into, like, specific industry.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
now, people who are shifting to remote work, they shouldn't be scared. They shouldn't, box themselves into, like, specific industry just because they're
Yeah.
confident, like, okay, maybe I can't do this because it's not my field. But if you have those functional skills, I believe, you can do whatever job. You can do
Yeah. And if you're willing
literally
to
anything
learn,
if you're just willing to learn, improve on. So you just need to identify what, skills you need to improve on, what skills you already have, and and
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think what's important is finding what you enjoy doing. Right? What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just okay.
Yes.
It's not just, it's okay. Maybe social media marketing is in now. Maybe that's what I'm going to. But if it's not something that you enjoy, I don't think you should do it.
Yeah. True.
Right?
True.
So, to cap our conversation, I think, we've mentioned, like, a pretty useful tips on how to figure out your skills. List down your skills.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Mm-hmm.
have to
Skills,
really sit
activities.
down and assess yourself. Figure
Mm-hmm.
out, like, what you're good at, what you're not good at, what you want to be good at. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what else? What you enjoy doing, and then how you would, like, just, how you would apply it at work. You don't have to think about it, like, for now. You just have to sit down and write down all the skills you think you have, like, even, like, skills that you don't think are gonna be useful. Like,
People
so
are
sit down
looking.
and, like, think, like, write down those skills, and
Mm-hmm.
then, that's what you're gonna use to, when you find work, you read the description and then match. Like, okay, I have this skill, I have this skill. What else? We're gonna, share with you tools that you can use to assess yourself. I'm gonna link you the worksheet that I'm using, to the worksheet that I use to assess my own self. It's easy to be confident because there are people like me who are introvert, who are, like, bad at speaking with people. So it's good to know what your skills are. So for interview,
Mm-hmm.
it's easy
Mm-hmm.
to, introduce yourself. It's easy to answer questions if you know who you are. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Sure.
I guess
Or
mhm,
or for for the people who are interested in learning how to work as a virtual assistant,
mhm.
they can come to me, and because
Nice.
I'm going to do soon a VA coaching. So anyone who's interested, you can do it the easy way and work with me. Come,
Mhm.
let me help you, guide you. So if you're interested, just comment
Yes.
in the comment section
Yes.
below this video, and
Mhm.
we'll take it from there.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm going
So
to
yes,
cut all
that's
the noise for you and show
very
you.
Janelle to guide you.
Yeah,
If you don't know, like, yeah, I'd recommend it. Like, for example, you don't really know where to start. Like, it's good to have a coach
Yeah,
to guide you, where,
exactly.
how to start, how to figure out yourself, how to figure
Yeah,
out your
yeah.
skills and everything. It's good, like,
There,
if you, because some people really need a guide, like,
yeah, yeah.
uh,
And then there are a lot of free information that you can find online how to do this work.
mhm,
But the good thing of with having a coach or someone to really show you
mhm.
what the right direction, what to do, where to start, is that I'm going to cut all the noise for you.
So we're gonna link all our tools, our links to groups,
Hmm.
link to how to contact Janelle if you want
Yes.
VA coaching and everything. So for our next episode, like if you have questions that you want us to tackle about remote work, just leave them in the comments, and then you know,
Hmm.
um,
Yes.
we'll answer them in our next talk.
As best as we can.
Yes, as fast as we can. That's it.
All right.
Bye.